Shakur is the co-main event on your night? Could we see him against Tank? Could we see Keyshawn Davis on the same card? What's the undercard going to look like?
I don't know. It's going to be crazy. It should be crazy. You know, Crawford and CANELO. I'm pretty sure.
Shakur and Tank?
Yeah, that would be dope. That would be dope. But, you know.
I think that's the day the sports world stops, right?
Yeah.
If we get a super card of that caliber.
If Tank was not so cocky to be on a Terence Crawford undercard, that would be dope.
What's up, Tell 'em Gang? It's your boy 2Times, and I'm back with another boxing session. And in this video today, we're going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Terence Crawford putting Gervonta on his undercard. But I don't even know what we even talk about that for, because if y'all ever do y'all own research on anything, clips will stop going viral. I don't need people telling me, like, did you see Terence Crawford saying that he was going to put Gervonta on his undercard because of their draw? He didn't even say that. Y'all just see one part of the clip, and then y'all just run with it.
I think that's the day the sports world stops, right?
Yeah.
If we get a super card of that caliber.
If Tank
we know that ain't gonna happen, because Tank ain't gonna go. Why would he come and be on the Marsh show or Terence Crawford show, especially with the history they got? It's not happening.
Cocky to be on a Terence Crawford undercard.
It's not happening.
That would be dope. But I don't see Tank taking a backseat to
hey, I told y'all.
Like,
all you had to do is do your own research. I'm not the person clip baiting, and I'm not the person saying all this stuff. Y'all just hate when I take the fact and say something with it. But it's like, man, if you do your own research to the fact, everybody was saying like Tank didn't lose the fight. Hey, I had the fight a draw or Tank 7-5. Honestly, is what I had to draw. A lot of other people had the fight. I even seen the breakdown to where it was a 6-6. But honestly, I can't give the challenger the round off of 2-3 more jabs landed. That don't mean nothing. Like, just because you throwing more punches and you landed a 2-3 more jabs can't give you that round. And it's just like a lot of people got a draw aside of the knee. If the knee was counted, yes, that would have been a 10-8 round Roach way. We get it. Tank would have not lost that round, and it would have been a fight if the fight still went like that after the 9th round. But it didn't happen like that. Ryan Garcia clearly thinks that y'all right too. He clearly think that Roach won.
But I mean, from what he said, obviously, I want to retire. Right. His demeanor, it's like he don't really want to box no more. Telling people don't box, kids you shouldn't box, you know. So it's kind of like he don't really love it no more, you know.
I see what
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that will mess you up, because in a fight you got to be all the way in. Because when problems, rise in the ring, even if it's a little problem, you got to be ready to snap it in the butt. And I thought Lamont won. From what I seen in the fight, I thought Lamont won. And I think the commission does need to do something with that knee. Because if they don't, then all of us are going to think we could take a knee anytime we want. They got to do something about it. Right. I mean, they did something about me. You got to do something about other people. Rules are rules, right? Right. It's, I like Tank, though, personally. But a rule is a rule. You can't go and take a knee and then just expect not to be knocked down.
I mean, I'm asking Ryan, so I ain't going to go in on Ryan. But we clearly see why he's saying that. Because he got his fight overturned with Devin. See what I'm saying? He got his fight overturned with Devin. So if he got his fight overturned with Devin, he like, y'all got me bent. Y'all need to overturn his fight from that knee. But it's a different circumstance. Through that whole fight with Insack, Ryan Garcia was technically supposed to be contaminated with Osterine, so the whole fight was supposed to be a no contest. It's a big difference. It's a real big difference. But at the same time, I won money on Ryan Garcia on that fight, but they ain't come looking for me to try to get the money back or nothing. So I don't even know how the betting thing works. Obviously, none of that matters. It's final what it is at the day. So if you want something, you know what I'm saying? It is going to be what it's going to be. But Ryan only really saying that because he like, they overturned my fight, overturned his fight. Let's make it fair across the board. But I just think the video with Coach Bremen, he said the same thing. It kind of opened Pandora box if you go and overturn a big fight like that. Everybody going to be going back saying, hey, what about my fight when this happened? What about my fight when this happened? What about when Terence Crawford got dropped to Cal Velasquez? What about when when Roach got dropped to Jamel Herring? It would have been it just opened up the Pandora box to a whole bunch of unnecessary diggings and stuff. And boxing has been the way it's been. You always have to beat the champion. It's up to the referee to call a knockdown. It's been many of knockdowns that has been ruled a slip. It's been many a time they've been getting standing count, and a fighter felt like they shouldn't have been getting the standing count because they were still defensive. Stuff like that. Like, y'all gotta understand deeper past what you're looking at. And then yes, history, a knee is a knockdown. I get it, but that's not on Tank. That's not on Tank. Y'all can say what y'all want. He paid that referee. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you do pick your referee. If you're the A side, you pick the referee you want to be in your bout. He picked Steve Willis. Not to say he picked him because he paid him to cheat. I'm not saying that. But yeah, he picked a referee who's gonna understand his style of fighting and gonna let him fight. Now, Ryan Garcia know damn well who gonna win a rematch.
Up to Tank, it's all about what, how he feels inside, internally. I think, for him, it's a lot to do up here too, like all of us. But I think that's what you're gonna get from Roach. That's what you're gonna get at Roach every time. I think it's up to Tank to see, what type of how far he could go up.
Take it.
You see what I'm saying? He know how the rematch gonna go. He know that it was. I don't want to discredit Roach's performance by saying that it was a bad performance by Tank, because I don't think it was a bad performance by Tank. I actually think it was a pretty fucking good performance by Tank. People who think it's a bad performance by Tank is really tripping. Now, it was a couple things that worked against Tank in that fight. The corner not being on the same page. Just not having a correct game plan for Roach. Maybe whatever he was going through mentally, that he, like Ryan said, he wasn't able to take it to that next gear, that next level in the fight. You see what I'm saying? And I can kind of agree with that. And I do feel like he was just in the fight, not in the fight. If you see what I'm saying, like, yeah, you can get hurt. That's why I say it people all the time. It's not just about who can knock out somebody, who got the most power, who can box the best. It's about everything. Who got into who hit. That's why these boxers play these mind games, the bananas and the watermelon, shit like that, because it's like, if I get you in your head and get you off your game plan, and I got you worried about more than what you're looking for, then, hey, that's more of an edge I got to beat you. So, yeah, I'm telling y'all, the rematch is going to be different. And then I had some guy say, well, I did a take on Lamont Roach he need to stay in tune, because now this newfound fame you got, you went from a regular guy living in an apartment or townhome, and now you making millions of dollars. You made millions of dollars, and you can't even go to the gas station. Everybody know who Lamont Roach is now, because he went to the draw with Tank. His whole life changes instantly. His life changes instantly. You think he living in the same apartment? He probably couldn't even go home and get the shit out of his apartment himself. He probably had to let other people do it. He probably did do it, but you know what I'm saying? But like, that's how critical it is. He got to have security now and stuff like that. So if people tell me like I'm a hater because of that take, and I'm just saying like he need to make sure he's still hungry, because now he ain't gonna be the same hungry guy who was trying to upset Gervonta Davis in that fight, but who fought him in an amateur, who had that extra push. And like Ryan said, hey, we think the best. I ain't gonna say he said we think the best Roach, but that's what we gonna see a Roach in the next fight, the same Roach. Now it's if Tank could go to that next level. If Tank could go to that level, if he could dig past that and knock Roach out, because y'all said it's a draw. Tank them that gotta knock him out this fight just so y'all can shut up. But I wouldn't even do that if I was Tank. I would just fight my fight, get 12 rounds. You can't knock everybody out. You might not even be able to knock Roach out. Roach ain't never really even been solidly hurt or knocked down. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like he was hurt in this fight with Tank. It was a couple times he got caught with some nice shots. But even early on in a fight, I think Roach was just in tremendous shape, tremendous game plan, and he shocked the world. And I do think he honestly shocked himself. Shit, I knew he could do it, but I don't know if he knew he could do it. But I'm telling you, once somebody beats you, you go and work off of that L. So that Julian Rodriguez kid who talking all that shit about Tank, like I beat him in the amateurs when he was 15 pounds over and all that shit. And I told you I was 15 pounds over. I sent an interview with Kenny on Mill City, and he said, hey, yeah, that kid came in 15 pounds over, a late replacement. He came in. That's what happened. That was their first fight together. And then show the rest of the fight. What happened in the rest of the fight? You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. To me, I think they said it was a slip, but I don't think it was a slip. It looked like he He went down and he got up, shook it off. She stumped the feet. He stumped his feet. He shook it off. He wasn't having a tantrum. He wasn't looking for the ref to save him. Oh my God, people are so goofy with their analysis. And you know who said that? Because I did a whole video about how that was bullshit. But I mean, everybody got their take on Tank. Everybody got their take on Tank on what he did wrong, what he need to do. And I say the worst thing Tank did in this fight was underestimate not even just Roach, this whole boxing. He didn't even just underestimate Roach. He looked past Roach because he fought Roach before. It was like it's nothing I never seen before. But Roach didn't look past him to the fact that he want to make sure he win this fight so he can go to a new level. And that's what he did. And I'm glad Roach did it. I'm glad I wanted Roach to win this fight. I honestly wanted to win this. I mean, I don't care if he won. But if he won, he had to win. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say he won. I am the guy who voted for Roach. Ask Showbiz, did he bet on Gervonta Davis? I mean, did he bet on Roach? Because I bet on Roach. I bet Roach to win. Money line, win. Not on knockout. I bet him to win by decision. So, or that would have been however he won, he would have won. But decision. I did a decision win on with the other guy. Who was that? That Pueblo was fighting. I bet Martin. I bet Martin to win, and I bet El Rayo to win, and I bet Roach to win. I bet pretty much all underdogs. Martin damn near won that fight. If you ask me, Sandor Martin won that fight. El Rayo got his ass whipped. I was wrong about that. And what's the name? And Roach, he could have edged it, but it is what it is. This is boxing. I mean, but that lets you know how razor close I was. Sandor Martin should have took that from Pueblo, but I feel like they had a secret rivalry going on. It's gonna be champion versus champion. Pueblo finna fight Gary Antoine Russell next for that belt because he won his get back at 140. So now it's gonna be Pueblo or Gary gonna have two belts. They had two belts. Whoever had that, one of them got to go fight. Hitchens is I heard Hitchens is fighting Matias. I don't even know why he shouldn't even fight Matias. He need to go ahead and then SRE fighting Gambosa's next. Gambosa's ain't got a belt. Who got the other belts at 140? Don't T.O. got the other belts at 40? T.O. got the belt. T.O. the only person with T.O. Hitchens, Gary and El Rayo. Gary took from El Rayo and Pueblo. So Pueblo and them gonna have a fight. Hitchens is probably gonna fight one of those, both of them, or they're gonna have to fight T.O. But two champions fight, 140 heating up. I digress. I don't even know how the hell I even start talking about them. I don't even know. But it is what it is. But yeah, Ryan, he pretty much take on a high take, but I don't think Tank lost. I think Tank still edged the win over with. I don't want to keep saying bad performance. It's not a bad performance because I don't want to say that because I don't think Tank did bad in the fight. Honestly, if you go watch Tank, he did a little worse come the last two rounds. Like I want to say, the 10th and 11th is where his rounds they wasn't as great. But that big shot he got hit with 8, he never got hit like that no more. He was just spinning them in, just Roach just outworked them a couple punches in those fights and by jabs too. So I don't really want to give those rounds to Roach. You see what I'm saying? And I don't really want to say Gervonta, that's what he distributed, but whatever it was more so he was worried about the grease in his eye, like the corner said. Barry. So I mean, it is no excuse for I'm not y'all see every time I tell y'all what's happening, y'all say I giving him an excuse for it. It don't matter. He still took the knee. It don't matter that he took the knee, and it don't matter what you're saying because it don't matter because the commission still fucking left the fucking. They didn't give him a knockdown or they didn't really overturn the fight. So y'all keep on telling me it don't matter. He took the knee. I'm telling you it don't matter. He took the knee because nobody fucking said shit about it, and the referee let it go. So it don't fucking matter. That's all I'm saying to y'all ass. They don't fucking get it. Oh my God, I've been going through ups and downs about that, and I'm just tired of this shit. I'm just tired of the shit. But look, Terence Crawford, he went crazy with that interview. Like Terence Crawford need to, he gotta build that brand better or something. Because it's like, I don't even, nigga, I don't even want to watch the interview. It was boring as hell. Dude wasn't boring. He ain't, like, if Terence Crawford did an interview with me, we gonna wrap up. We gonna talk about some shit. We gonna talk about some real shit. Because that's one of my favorite fighters. If not my top favorite fighter. I would say I'm probably gonna give Tank the number 1 spot because that's my nigga. Tank was my nigga. Terrence, it was Arrow and Terrence was like tied for that. Terrence won that number 2 spot when he beat Arrow, but I still got love for Arrow. I ain't the type of guy who say fuck the fighter after I get done with. I'm still ride on him. Especially, and it make me ride with you more when I see everybody like, you need to wash it up. You need to wash up. He over. He was double. He was over. It's like, damn, motherfucker, get all that from a loss, make you not even want to take the fight. Then y'all want to know why these people ain't even taking the fights. Then y'all want to know why they ain't taking the fights. Why you don't think they ain't taking the fight? They ain't taking the fight because y'all bullshit, man. Y'all say Arrow done. He can't fight no more. He can't do this after he lose a fight. Now, if Terrence had lost the fight, then what? Y'all just said Terrence done. He done. Is he black? Every time a black fighter lose a fight, y'all just go in on him. But when Ryan got knocked down, y'all ain't say that. When he quit, he ain't got knocked. Y'all ain't tell Rolly to quit. Rolly still out here fighting. He fighting Ryan next on the main card over Devin Haney. Devin Haney got beat by Ryan. He need to retire. Bro, everybody when they black lose, they need to retire and they overrated. It's crazy. Everybody cannot be Floyd. Everybody cannot be Floyd. I don't know when y'all gonna understand that, but everybody cannot be Floyd. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all gotta get it together. And I give Ryan a fair assessment on that fight. And Ryan, because Ryan a dog. If once he fight T.O., he'll be up for all 4. He want all the smoke for everybody. I hear the man even trying to fight SHAKUR. He want to fight SHAKUR. SHAKUR, I be feeling like, man, I be calling it because SHAKUR called everybody out. But when somebody calls SHAKUR out, like I ain't heard fucking SHAKUR call out Ryan ever since that interview came out.
If I Tank again, and then the middle fights that I'm gonna have to do because sometimes you can't get them right away. I do want to fight SHAKUR because that's somebody I've had a competition with since the amateurs, and I feel like he's rising up as well. I don't know.
Crawford.
Terence Crawford. I want to fight Terence Crawford. I just want to fight everybody I possibly can. That's good.
That was a couple days ago. I ain't hear him say nothing about, I'll fight Ryan. I'll go up to 40. I'll fight T.O. That's a fight I definitely do. That's what I'm saying. Like, niggas be picking. Like, he picked Tank to fight Tank because he understands Tank fighting style. Oh, he fighting Spurs, so this is what I'm going to do. Everybody say that shit about Tank. He's fighting Spurs, so I'm going to do it like this. I don't feel like that's going to really work for SHAKUR. I don't feel like it's going to work for Keyshawn at all. I don't think Keyshawn got enough experience to go in there with Tank. I really don't think so. I think he need to go ahead and fight some Frank Martins, some Pit Bulls, something like that. And then I got some. I was hearing somebody saying how Tank ain't ever been tested, and it's like, golly, Tank been in there with a couple dogs that he didn't have his way with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Barrios wasn't going, Cruz wasn't going, Leo Santa Cruz wasn't going. Everybody. Leo came up too, and y'all say that he can't take his. Come on, man. Y'all was gonna say the same thing about Lamont Roach if Lamont Roach wasn't taking the power on his shot. Now Lamont Roach so strong he can take all the power. It's like, y'all. I understand you got to see the fight to know what these fighters can do, but also go look at old fights. Even if you don't know a guy, go look at old fights. I don't know this Hadir Habera dude who just called out Shakur Stevenson, but what you gonna do? I'm gonna go back and look at a couple of his fights, try to assess them with these weaker opponents, see if I can match up with somebody with a bigger name, and you know what I'm saying, see what this kid is. Follow his next couple of fights, because obviously they try to bring his name in the mix with the rest of the guys. Hey, I'm cool with all the big fights. He a Cuban kid. He is Cuban. I think he Cuban kid. But I want to see all the big fights. I feel like I don't want nobody being overlooked. I still want to see SHAKUR and Kid Schofield. He can run that back. So I'm not entertaining that fight. That kid don't want to fight me. Whatever, man. Kid Schofield, who the fuck you fighting? Because it got to be in fight camp. You fight Shay ready. Get you a little fight. Put some money back in your pocket. You got to get on a card. You got to get on somebody's card. Shit, he probably could have got on Tank card, last minute replacement or something. Get on somebody's card. I don't know. He got to get back in there because I know pockets is ugly from that messed up fight camp and all the shit y'all had to go through. But hey, you got to stick it. Man, boxing is getting kind of messed up. I know it look kind of crazy, but there's a lot. Stuff is all over the place. Turkey Alashi coming in who promoted that he's talking about he gonna be done in 2 years. How you starting a league with Dana White, but you gonna be out of the picture in 2 years? You start this league with Dana White, you ain't gonna be able to just throw all this money at these fighters. Everything gonna be sanctioned. It ain't, You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to report that shit. Like you gotta report tax money, and you gotta report profit and loss statements, and a lot of shit just gonna change on how Turkey coming at these fights. Like it ain't what y'all think. It ain't all just he want this money, give him the money. It ain't always like that. It's a business side to boxing too. And yeah, I don't know. And I say Lamont Roach, good job, but the rematch gonna be something way different. And y'all just gotta stay tuned to see what's gonna happen. Cause I mean, Ryan Garcia is I wouldn't mind seeing Ryan Garcia and Tank too, but I don't feel like that's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna really I don't see it happening because Ryan trying to go up to 47 and talking about fighting Virgil Ortiz and Boots, and you trying to fight Tank at what 140, 144? You gonna still say you weren't strong enough? You want Tank to fight you at 147 where you're as healthy as you can be? And I don't even think Ryan gonna look at that good. Like I feel like Ryan can keep going up more and more. Them guys gonna be able to take that left hook. That left hook ain't gonna be as fast. It ain't gonna be as strong. He gonna keep going. It might be strong, but it ain't gonna be as fast. He gotta train it. So I mean, I don't know. You gotta watch out, but they always good going up. Everybody think that's the way it's at. Oh, I'm gonna go up because I was too weak in my last fight. Yeah, you was too weak because y'all drained too much weight. Take it got to drain. You know, they say Tank walking around 180, 190. No, the fuck he don't. That's what Floyd Singer said. No, the fuck Tank don't walk around on 180, 190. They don't even look. Tank being 180, 190 now. I got up to I got down to one. I'm 205 right now. Maybe 210 at right now. And I get down to 20. If I get down to 190, nigga, I'm still like decent. Like I don't like being a little nigga. I need meat on me. I need to be able to put a nigga down. I ain't playing, but Tank ain't never been no 180, 190. I ain't gonna even believe that. Talking about he weird. So if Tank is 180, 190 and he go fight at 135, which means he dehydrate himself and to get down to the weight, which means he should have the same problems as y'all stupid ass having at the fight. Y'all gotta make it make sense with y'all arguments. Ryan gonna be the first person to fight everybody after he fight T.O. Because he finna knock Rolly ass out. He finna knock Rolly out. And he gonna be the man after this fight. And then he gonna fight T.O. He gonna fight Devin again, and then T.O. 2026. Ryan done completed the motherfucking king list. I love to see it. But at the same time, you know Ryan only mad because of his fight with Tank. You know, he like Tank, but he want them to overrule a Devin fight. He want how you gonna overrule Devin fight, but ain't gonna rule Tank fight. But it's like it's two different situations. Y'all gotta understand it's two different situations. And that's why Ryan really feel the way he do. Because you do clearly see he feel like Tank got the tools to beat him. He just wasn't in the right mental headspace, and he ain't want to ever take him to that gear. You can't have 1 foot in, 1 foot out in boxing. You just can't. You cannot have 1 foot in and 1 foot out in boxing. You got to be all the way in because, hey, like he said, at the any given time, you got to be ready to step into the extra gear, go in and kill mode. And you fighting your friend, that didn't help either because you don't want to go in the super kill mode. You respect his mom and all that type of stuff. All that type of stuff. No, you need to you gotta cap that. Coming out with the wrong music. I had somebody tell me something. I'm done for my take because he came out to that wrong music. Like if you seen Tank come out to the music, he was trying so hard to get into his vibe on that music, but he didn't even know the song, so he couldn't. You know how annoying that is. Think about listening to a new song for the first time. Think about listening to a kid listening to Lupe Fiasco song from the 2007. But he 25 now. He coming out to a Lupe Fiasco song because he fighting in Chicago. And this nigga talking something. And we kick, put, coast. This nigga ain't getting into the go. It don't go with the vibe. When he came out to that, they bet it us. So fuck, he was in the zone coming out to. He was coming out there to. You know what I'm saying? It's a different vibe. Everything count. Y'all, I'm telling you, y'all gotta everything count in boxing. Everything count in boxing, I'm telling you. And I'm not saying that make it that would have cost him to lose the fight. No, I'm just saying like it throw you off a little bit. Everything need to be right on point. Maybe Tank shouldn't have came to the fight that early. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't train as much as he did. Of course, that's why he said the fight was off. But come on, man. Y'all just gotta do better than that. I need y'all to know that Tank will be winning the rematch against Roach. especially if it happened in June. If it happened in June, I don't give Roach a shit. If it happened in June, Tank gonna knock Roach out. If it happened in June, mark my words, he gonna knock Roach out. Now, if it happened in a year or two after the Shakur fight, after a couple fights go by, I got a decision to Tank, maybe another draw. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. It's your boy 2 Times Tell 'em, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.